Welcome to Perspective, starring me, Cody Martin. Today we're getting into a smaller, more indie release film called Polite Society. This is a good movie that definitely has some positive reviews, but definitely still has some downsides to it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out a spoiler alert right now, because if you've watched the trailer, the whole movie's already been spoiled for you. This is why we don't watch movie trailers. Absolutely solid point. Never watch movie trailers. The two main characters in our movie are the two sisters. At least they try to have it be the two sisters. The main sister is Rhea.
Rhea Khan.
Really, if you like her energy and her tenacity, you're probably gonna like the movie. It's really following her stubbornness, her never give up energy. The actress does a great job in the role too, and that's what helps me really connect with her. The art dropout sister Lena is pretty good too. She doesn't have enough parts in the movie though. The movie feels like it's supposed to be primarily about their relationship. I think the first chapter is called Two Sisters. But the movie needs more of those two characters together. More time with dialogue. It seems like the whole movie is supposed to be about their bond, but it's not strong enough and it's not spent enough time on. They spend enough time on the two best friends though. The two best friends, Claire and Alba, are hilarious. They support her. They make some of the funniest comments and some of the funniest reactions in the movie.
Suit yourself then.
Kovacs versus Khan! People, Khan versus Kovacs!
They do a great job in their acting too. And the parents do a great job too. Rhea, the main character, is great, but probably the second best character is the evil, soon-to-be mother-in-law. There's times where she's literally cackling as she's torturing Rhea.
I will strike down you or anyone else who tries to get in my way.
Something about how she delivers it is funny, that she's being evil. So what's happening in the movie? It kind of has those Scott Pilgrim-esque vibes with kind of uncanny action that you wouldn't expect from the basic people in the movie. It tries to be that kind of energy for sure. It does a decent job at it, but it does not have the visuals of Scott Pilgrim. It does have some of the audio jokes like this.
Oops.
Probably the most solid tone of the movie is the comedy, the essentially lightheartedness while being serious still. Again, the trailer spoils everything, but the plot is that the two sisters are close and then one gets pulled away by the group of mothers that are trying to plan their children's lives. The big sister Lena and then the robot fiance basically. He's not interesting, he doesn't really do much. He's probably one of the worst actors in the movie, but that might be on purpose. His character seems to be empty and shallow on purpose. But he gets Lena to fall for her and they get engaged. And that's really what makes the whole movie. Rhea is upset about her sister, turning away from being an artist.
Lena's going back to art school soon anyway, aren't you, Lena?
To what we were saying before, the movie does have action in it where it even shows up verses. And it's fun because they're fighting each other and some of the hits are pretty real, pretty good. It's not exactly the best stunts though. It's kind of like it could have used a big smash noise when they hit stuff or knocking over all the bowling pins noise. Yeah, that kind of would have given it a little bit more life, a little bit more speed of the humor too in the action. Throughout the movie, there's been versus fights. And then at the end, we're definitely feeling like we're being led up to a big fight scene, but it kind of misses it, unfortunately. The main villain and the main girl don't really have a big fight. And there's a big group of people chasing after him and they fight a few of them and it looks decent, but it definitely could have been improved on a little bit more, a couple more steps, a couple more paces in the stunt choreography. Something I personally really like about the movie is the British culture actually. I really like the different words that they use in London.
Did you see my kick? Of course I bloody did. It was magical.
So it's always fun to see that. And the bright colors and outfits of the Pakistani culture is also really cool. I'm not exactly sure what lesson our main character learned. She was being kind of overly crazy about trying to free Lena from the family, but then the family seemed to be normal. But it turned out they are completely insane, completely not normal than you would ever guess. Unless you watch the trailer, which ruins it. Most of the scenes in the trailer are from the final scenes of the movie. And it openly talks about what I consider a twist, having not watched the trailer before the movie. The big sci-fi element that something's up here, that they're not what they seem. Fun is definitely the best thing that this movie's got going for it. Constant humor, constant jokes, great performances for those jokes, landing it with a 7 for fun. Wasn't able to find the budget for this movie. For technical, I give it a 6. If it was a really, really low budget, then they did a really good job. Some of the door smashes and some of the special effects looked good, but they didn't push the envelope at all. For the story, the idea was there, the sisters were there, it just needed more polishing. The parents' relationship with the sisters was pretty much exactly what we want it to be though. Mother-in-law, she was developed just right. With that, I give it a 7. I did really like it. This was a smaller movie that came out this weekend, Polite Society. Please leave a comment if you saw the movie or if you want to see it. Check out one of these other reviews. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.